Hi guys, welcome back. I'm Dr. K and this is Body Successful. So, can you lose weight eating junk food, fast food, food-like substances? Well, this is a great question. I get this question asked so many times in my practice and when I'm working with people to try to lose weight. In fact, I decided to just make a video about it. But the thing is, the answer to these questions is a little bit more complex than you think. As a result, I decided to make two parts to this video. In video number one, I'm going to give you the short version, whether can you or can you not lose weight eating junk and fast food? And the answer is, drum roll, yes you can. Isn't it great? So, there's always a but though. There's always a stinky but. And that's the reason why I made video number two, where I'm going to reveal the stinky but, the reason why junk foods and fast foods diets tend to fail on the long run. So, to prove our point today though, let's look at some case studies. Case study number one, the McDonald's diet. John Cisna. John Cisna was a 55-year-old science teacher who decided to prove something to his students. So he went on a diet for 6 months where he would eat nothing but McDonald's food. The only contingency was that he wouldn't go over 2,000 calories a day, and all his meals would come from McDonald's. So 6 months later, 540 consecutive McDonald's meals later, this guy loses a whopping 50 pounds. Not only he loses 50 pounds, you guys, but all his health markers improve. Incredible. His cholesterol goes down. His bad fats go down. His good fats go up. His blood pressure goes down. And this guy just looks healthier on paper. So McDonald's diet, 2 thumbs up. You better believe it. For this guy anyway. All right, case study number two. Have you heard of the Twinkie diet? Mark Hobbs. Mark Hobbs was a nutritional professor at Kansas State U, and he decided to go on a 10-week diet where he would eat nothing but vending machine foods like Twinkies and donuts and Baby Ruth and you name it. Because I don't know. Anyway, so this guy eats all this junk for 10 weeks. Again, only contingency is to not go over 1,800 calories. Oh, he also does a protein shake a day and eats a can of vegetables a day on top of that. And he too, after 10 weeks, loses 27 pounds. And lo and behold, he also sees that his health markers have improved. His bad cholesterol goes down, good cholesterol goes up, blood pressure goes down. The guy is just, looking again healthy on paper. But wait, before you guys go to Twinkie Town, there's always that stinky but that I promised I'm going to talk to you about in video number two. So hold your horses. Let's go to study number three. Now this was really interesting. Morgan Spurlock was a filmmaker who decided to make a film called Super Size Me, and this was a kind of a viral sensation. And if you haven't seen the video, you probably heard about it. It was really interesting because it just went viral like overnight. And the guy made this video because he wanted to expose the harmful effects of the fast food industry on our society. So what he decided to do for 30 days to eat nothing but fast food, he had no other contingencies other than the food intake had to come from fast food. He was consuming about 5,000 calories a day, only from fast food sources. He had a camera follow him around 24/7. He was being filmed. He had a medical staff on board, so he's being monitored constantly. Before the 30 days over, the general consensus from his medical staff is to stop the diet immediately if he did not want to end up with permanent organ damage. So he was in bad shape. His health markers declined severely. He had heart palpitations. He was lethargic. He had depression. He had poor sex drive. I mean, the guy was just miserable altogether. He completed the 30 days, after which he gained actually 25 pounds. So what's the difference here? Well, if you take a look, the first two guys were eating in caloric deficit. They were still, all of the guys were eating just really bad food, right? The food quality was pretty much equal across the board. But the first two guys ate in caloric deficit no more than 1,800 or 2,000 calories. And our third guy was eating in excess of 5,000 calories a day. So what can we conclude from this? Can you lose weight eating junk food and fast food? Of course you can. You can lose weight eating any type of food, any type of diet, for as long as you eat in caloric deficit. The bottom line is you have to eat less than what you consume in order to make a diet successful, including a junk food diet. You cannot ignore the laws of thermodynamics, period. Energy in, energy out, that's the bottom line. For as long as you're a human and you live on planet Earth, your body does not care where the food source is coming from. It only knows that one glucose molecule yields 4 calories worth of energy. Whether that glucose is coming from your Twinkie or it's coming from broccoli, it really doesn't know and it doesn't care. All it knows is it's 1 gram of carb that's going to yield 4 calories worth of energy. And this is the reason why we can simplify it on the short term and say, yes, any diet is successful on the short run for as long as you eat in caloric deficit. Now, if you're still baffled about the lab results these guys had and why they showed positive or negative health markers, well, increased fat in the body is associated with poor health markers. So naturally, when these guys lost the weight, their health markers improved. It's as simple as that. So this diet, just like any diet, does work on the short run for as long as you eat in a caloric deficit. But as long as you understand one thing, this diet is, you can only hope, the best thing you can hope really from this diet of eating fast food or junk food is that you are going to become a smaller version of yourself. In other words, you cannot be a faster version of you. You cannot be a pretty version of you, a healthier version of you in the long run. The best thing you can hope for, or your goal can only be to be a smaller version of yourself. Okay? This is really, really important. Now, also, you have to remember something else, that this diet is really short-lived. In other words, junk food change your body composition. How? Junk food, by definition, is food or food-like substance that contains really high amounts of sugar, contains high amounts of processed fat, and contains high calories. When you eat these type of foods, it's going to affect the body in a negative way over time. When you have high sugar diet, for example, it changes your hormone balance. It throws your endocrine system off. So, and that takes some time. So this diet is successful for as long as the endocrine system doesn't go belly up. When the hormone imbalance kicks in, that's when this diet goes down the drain. So the bottom line is this process of this endocrine change and hormonal imbalance setting in is a little bit different for everyone. And this diet, for that reason, will work until this imbalance sets in. So this is the really big stinky but why this diet is doomed to fail in the long run. So in video numero 2, we are going to explain how junk food or fast food affects the body in a negative way and how does it sabotage the weight loss. So if you have tried any of these diets, I'd be really interested to hear it from you. Please, description box below, tell me about your results. I'm really interested to find out. And if you want to find out more about how junk food and fast food affects your body and your weight loss goals, stay tuned to video number 2. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so you don't miss future content. Otherwise, I'm looking forward to see you guys in part 2 of the video. This is Dr. K signing out. Till next time. Dr. K all the way.